Women's and Children's Health was launched last September in New York. This is our generation's civil rights movement. It's a movement that each and every one of us can stand shoulder to shoulder with. You are center stage of that movement. It's a framework that is going to hold those who've made promises and commitments to account for their promises and for their commitments. And we need to make sure that everybody who's made a pledge sticks to that pledge. But it's going to be tough, and we should recognize that. At the launch of a preliminary version of this report at the World Health Assembly in Geneva just a month or so ago, we learned about the difficulties, the predicaments in countries. In Nigeria, standards of midwifery care that are under threat. In Cameroon, a lost decade of midwifery training. Stories from around the continent, around the world that should make us pause with concern. Midwifery is a necessity, said one speaker then, and this report shows why. But there is a larger movement that we need to situate this within, and that is a movement about the role of women in our societies. The political, the economic, and the social context of these issues that we are discussing. We know that when girls are educated, child survival is improved. In fact, about half of the child survival improvements we've seen over the last 20 years are due to the education of women. We know that putting women in leadership positions in parliaments changes the shape of society in positive ways. Women need to be empowered to be able to assume an equal place with men in running their societies and their countries, and that is not the case today in so many parts of the world. And we know that unless we tackle violence against women, we will still be living with one of the deepest and worst injustices that scar our societies. These are the contexts in which midwifery services fight for justice.